where we hanging out and what we doing, we can't really disclose. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So, and we gonna go full crazy.
We're going crazy.
Crazy.
When Sean Diddy Combs' properties were raided in March of 2024, there was a lot of speculation about what might be found inside and whether it would be connected to any of his celebrity friends and acquaintances. As Homeland Security agents poured out of his mansions in LA and Miami with boxes full of electronics, there were rumors that if Combs filmed his elaborate performances called freak-offs or other parties, there could be video evidence of possible criminal activity. And the celebrity at the center of a lot of rumors, warranted or not, was Justin Bieber.
And he's somebody that, we definitely have our arms around and we want to protect him.
Y'all, this is not a drill. Justin Bieber was supposed to be the main star witness against Diddy. Like, everyone was buzzing when Diddy's trial kicked off. People were ready for Justin to take that stand and spill the tea. But now, everything's flipped upside down. Turns out Justin ain't testifying at all, not one word. And the whispers going around, they saying something dark may have gone down behind the scenes. Word is out, Diddy got to Justin. Yeah, got to him and made sure that boy stays silent for life. And now fans everywhere are left gasping like, what is going on? This trial just went from hot mess to full-blown chaos. Grab your snacks because this Diddy Justin mess is getting scarier and sadder by the day.
About the connection between Justin Bieber and Diddy. This has been going on actually for years, where people have wondered what kind of a relationship did they have, and really what people are asking is, did Diddy molest Justin Bieber?
From the moment Diddy got arrested, people have been whispering nonstop about what really happened between him and Justin. And trust us, it got messy fast. Old videos of Justin and Diddy from years ago started flooding the internet, and the vibes, they were bad. Fans were horrified watching those old clips. We're talking about footage from when Justin was just a teenager. And those videos did not age well. And after staying completely silent for months, Justin finally spoke up. But he didn't speak like you'd expect. In a statement through his rep to People magazine, Justin clarified, although Justin is not among Sean Combs' victims, there are individuals who were genuinely harmed by him. He wasn't claiming victim status, but he was acknowledging that real victims exist. His rep added that speculating on Justin only distracts from the truth and from justice. And honestly, that statement just added even more questions. Sources close to Justin tried to downplay it all. They said Justin and Diddy's whole public image was just for show, that Justin was really just hanging out with Diddy's sons. But baby, that does not explain the history. Justin and Diddy go way back. We're talking when Justin was 14 years old, just signed under Usher and Scooter Braun, and then, boom, Justin drops a video in 2009 titled Justin Bieber's 48 Hours with Diddy. And y'all, it's chilling. In that video, Diddy literally says he's been given custody of Justin and
Talked about this last time. He had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
not like, haha, I'm your big bro. No, he straight up compared it to when he had guardianship of Usher. Excuse me? Then Diddy asks Justin what he wants to do. Justin, being a 14-year-old boy, says, I want to meet some girls. And Diddy's reply, a man after my own heart. Sir, what? You're claiming custody of this child and calling him a man after your heart for chasing girls? This wasn't cute. It was creepy. Then they appeared on Jimmy Kimmel Live in 2011. When asked about how they met, Diddy gave the weirdest answer. He said they became friends in a strange way and that they wanted to protect Justin because he's genuinely such a nice person. What does that even mean? And then the Lambo came up. You know, from the 48-hour video, Diddy casually confirmed Justin had full access to the car and his house for a few days. Then he adds, he knows better than to talk about what he does with Big Brother Puff on national television. Excuse me? He ends it with, everything ain't for everybody. Dog, what was he trying to hide? After that, their public hangout started slowing down. But in 2014, Justin pops up shirtless at Diddy's vodka party in Atlanta. Justin was 20, not illegal, but given their sketchy history, it raised hella eyebrows. Then in 2021, out of nowhere, they reunite. There's footage of Diddy patting Justin down in a way that had fans screaming, "Is he checking for a wire?" And then, bam! In 2023, Justin pops up on Diddy's album, the Love album, Off the Grid. He's featured on the track Moments. So yeah, if you're feeling like something's fishy here, you're not alone. This friendship has always felt unsettling. When Diddy got arrested last year, the Daily Mail dropped a bomb. Justin was shattered. Sources close to him said he was completely rattled, couldn't even process it. And get this, Justin had just become a dad. That's right. While trying to settle into parenthood, all this Diddy drama came crashing down. Insiders called him fragile. They said he shut down. Didn't want to talk about it. Didn't want to acknowledge any of it. He was just emotionally gone. And honestly, can you blame him? He was a child when all this started. The source said Justin regretted ever collaborating with Diddy, and if he'd known any of what came out later, he never would have done it. Apparently, Justin had been keeping his distance from Diddy for a while. And that's when most of these alleged freak-offs happened. The source made it crystal clear. Had Justin known what Diddy was really up to, he would have ran the other way. And now, after the feds raided Diddy's home, they found videotapes. Lots of them. It didn't take long before some of those tapes leaked. The New York Post reportedly got their hands on one of them, and it's bad, like sickening. One tape shows what's being described as one of Diddy's infamous freak-offs. And guess who was allegedly seen in that video? Usher. Yep, Usher, the guy who introduced Justin to Diddy in the first place. The tape was reportedly filmed after the MTV VMAs in 2005. It started out like your usual A-list party. Paris Hilton, Eva Longoria, Fergie, Ice-T, they were all there, the card. But then the big names dipped, and the party moved to Diddy's Miami mansion. That's when things went full dark. People started disappearing, the crowd changed, young, attractive guys and girls filled the space, and guess what? Clothes? Optional. Diddy, apparently in a white shirt that said, "God is the greatest," was just watching, controlling everything. But the kicker, one clip allegedly shows Diddy with a younger male A-list celeb, and people are convinced it was Usher. And here's the part that'll gut you. No one knows if this young man even consented or if he knew he was being filmed. Insiders said the man is now spiraling, completely traumatized. They said the footage ripped open wounds he tried to bury, and when that surfaced, fans began wondering, if Diddy did that to Usher, what the hell did he do to Justin? Remember, Usher was the one who introduced Justin to Diddy. And according to The Mirror, Diddy allegedly had a disturbing reputation for targeting young up-and-coming stars. The Mirror dropped a bombshell expose last year. It said Diddy would persuade parents to let him mentor their teenage kids alone. Let that sink in. Precious Murr, a former Playboy model, said she saw it with her own eyes. She attended several of Diddy's freak-offs and said something felt off. She hinted that once the parents were gone, once the doors were closed, things happened. Things that were not okay. She didn't drop names, but she said Diddy had a way of making people give him exactly what he wanted. She worried deeply for the young celebs left alone with him. No managers, no guardians, just a child and a mogul. And the worst part, she said this went on for years and nobody questioned it. So now fans are asking, did this happen to Justin too? Was he groomed, manipulated? And is that why he's not testifying today? So now, here we are, all these allegations, all these rumors, all this trauma just swirling around one of the biggest pop stars in the world. And the biggest question hanging in the air, why won't Justin Bieber talk? Because at this point, it's no longer about just speculation. It's about patterns. It's about a timeline that doesn't lie. Justin was a kid when he got involved with Diddy. He was a minor when he was exposed to this industry circus. And now, years later, he's trying to be a father, trying to protect his peace, and he's suddenly the center of a courtroom firestorm. You can see the pain on Justin's face these days. He's not the same carefree teen idol anymore. He looks heavy, tired, like someone carrying the weight of something the public still doesn't fully understand, and people are talking. Even fans who once shrugged off the rumors are now circling back and asking the hard question. Was Justin coerced? Was he manipulated into keeping quiet all these years? And now that the truth is coming out in bits and pieces, does he even feel safe enough to speak? Because let's not sugarcoat it, Diddy is a powerful man. A man with money, with lawyers, with connections. And if you think that kind of influence doesn't scare people into silence, think again. Back when Diddy's home was raided, some sources said that the real reason Justin didn't come forward wasn't because he had nothing to say, but because he was terrified. Allegedly, Justin was warned that speaking out could put him and his new family at risk. Yes, at risk. Like threats were involved. Now, we don't know for sure if that's true, but in the court of public opinion, people are asking, is Justin being silenced by fear? It makes sense, doesn't it? Because if you were groomed as a teen by someone who later became the center of multiple criminal investigations, wouldn't you be scared too? And let's not forget, the legal system is watching Justin. The public is watching him. The music industry is watching. His wife Haley is watching. And let's be real, she's been posting some cryptic messages herself lately. Fans have noticed she's been unusually quiet, not defending Justin, not posting pictures of their happy family life. Instead, it's been radio silence or vague posts about protecting your peace and cutting off toxicity. Wonder what that's about. And then there's the industry itself. Several of Justin's past collaborators, people who used to sing his praises, are now distancing themselves. You've got producers and execs removing his name from conversations, major brands pulling back. Nobody wants to be the next person tied to Diddy's mess. And Justin, he's stuck in the middle. Some insiders say he's now cooperating behind the scenes with federal investigators, that he's sharing information quietly without testifying. But again, those are just whispers. There's been no official confirmation. Others believe Justin's rep's carefully worded statement was meant to keep him out of court, while still signaling that he knows something. Like, I'm not a victim, but I've seen things, and I stand with those who were hurt. A delicate balancing act, huh? And let's circle back to Usher for a second. If that footage really does show him in one of those Diddy tapes, and if Usher really is now spiraling, as insiders claim, then Justin's entire story gets even murkier, because Usher brought Justin into this world. He opened the door that led to Diddy, and now both of them are caught in the aftershock of what may have been years of manipulation, grooming, and emotional control. Think about it. How many others are out there? How many other mentorship relationships were actually just cover-ups for something more sinister? There are rumblings online about other young stars who were allegedly in Diddy's circle back in the day. Names haven't dropped officially, but social media sleuths are doing their thing, piecing together timelines, resurfacing old footage, asking tough questions. People are finally connecting the dots. Diddy's empire, once seen as glamorous and elite, is now looking more like a machine, one designed to exploit, silence, and destroy. And Justin, he may have escaped the worst, but the emotional scars, they're there. They've always been there. In interviews, he's opened up about depression, about addiction, about feeling lost during his teenage years, about being surrounded by adults who didn't protect him, who only cared about his image, his fame, his money. He once said in a documentary, when you have a lot of power and a lot of money and a lot of attention, you just feel like you're invincible. And that's a scary place to be. Yeah, Justin, we hear you now. So where does this leave us? With a lot of unanswered questions. Will Justin ever speak openly about Diddy? Will he ever stand in court and say what he knows? Or has the damage already been done and silence is his only way of surviving? We might never know the full truth. Not unless more people come forward, not unless the courts force it out of the shadows. But one thing is clear, Justin Bieber's name is now forever tied to one of the darkest scandals in Hollywood history. And whether he wanted it or not, he's a part of the story. Maybe not as a victim, maybe not as a hero, but as someone who saw what was happening long before the rest of us caught on. Someone who now has to live with the memories. Someone who might one day finally tell us everything. Or maybe he already has. What do you think? Was Justin silenced? Was he ever in danger? Could he have been one of the many young stars who got too close to Diddy's empire? Let us know in the comments. Don't hold back. And remember, this isn't just celebrity gossip. This is about power, about manipulation, about the people who get chewed up and spit out by an industry that worships fame more than it protects the innocent. So until the next bombshell drops, stay alert and stay loud, because silence, that's exactly how monsters thrive.